What is going on, guys? Welcome back to one of the most underrated trading channels on YouTube right now. You found your home. So here we are looking at BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes only, so let's be entertained. I'm going to talk about the Ortex, going to talk about the charts. We'll see where it's going, what we're looking like, what we got as possible supports, resistance. If it sounds like something you're interested in, if you don't mind, hit the like button. I will get into the information. So, let's see. So, I was a little under the weather for the last couple days, so I apologize for not coming back, but ultimately, you knew from the last video we were calling for a cup somewhere around this range because we were in that channel and it was going to fall out. Now, fall out, it did. It did that today, and, that was with the market's help, unfortunately. CPI came in pretty hot, so it was a little less than desirable, and that pulls us down into what could very well be our handle. So it's a win-win. I think you got your cup, you need your handle, so why not get the handle done right away? I was gonna say look for an $8.50 bounce point. If not $8.50, then we're looking at $8.15. I think after that your handle would be totally invalidated, and we are going to be falling in this broadening wedge, downward broadening wedge right here. But right now, I think that $8.56 it could be a valid cup point, for the handle to change its trajectory and head back up. Looking at this kind of, I'd like to see a little bit better flat top, but you do have almost a bullish triangle kind of forming out right now. You got your rising support that's going on. Almost, I guess it could be it's an ugly flat top. I'd like to see it get a little bit more of a clean flat top on there with this rising support, but typically those would break to the upside if formed nice and clean. And as of right now, that's what I'm watching, because I want to see if this is in fact going to be the handle that pushes it back up into the right direction again. I guess all in all, if it is not, then we are just going to do this falling broadening wedge, which another good upside is they typically break to the upside at some point. We just don't ever know when. How many times is it going to touch one side or the other? So let's keep an eye on that and see what goes on. But I like this strength. I like this pullback, and I think it could be making its turn. We know anything can happen in the markets. I can't guarantee you one direction or the other, but as of all, I think it's going to come down to also what goes on with the overall markets. Now, they took a pretty big hit today. Was it, if you followed any of my other videos, I said the movement overall in the markets to the upside was just not natural. There was low volume on all of your big blue chips. It was like they were just letting retail buy it up so that they could drop it on its head whenever CPI came out, and we are also going into FOMC next week. So it's going to be a rough, how many trading days do we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably it's going to be a rough next 6-7 days. Trading day wise anyway, and there's just going to be that uncertainty for a little while longer. So I would say if you see this rip, keep in mind that there is going to always be that potential of FOMC doing something extreme, something that wasn't expected. We're seeing the full basis point hike, 100 basis point coming into play now, being more realistic than it was just yesterday or this morning. So that is a potential, but do I think that the overall markets can recover a little bit from now till then? I do, which would give us the strength that we need, hopefully, to push back up and get a little bit of a run. So let's just keep an eye on the overall markets, how this plays out. Like I said, we're looking for that 850 bounce to hold and let it run back up if the markets hold out for us. If not, watch $8.16 roughly, and if that doesn't bounce, then we've pretty much nullified the cup and handle, and we will now be just waiting for another breakout. But that's where that is as far as our charts go. And the Ortex, looks like some shares were again returned, so 37.78% live short interest percent of the free float. 29.21 million shares. Cost to borrow went down a little bit, 16.11%. So we are, still high, right? All in all, still high. Not as high as it was, not as high as it's ever been, but still high. So we're going to keep an eye on that as well. So let's just see what happens. I appreciate you guys coming back. I will catch you in the next one. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.